I am the CEO and owner of Flood Resolutions. I'm the owner of Flood Resolutions. We are the largest manufacturer and distributor of flood defense products in North America. What we're doing here is we're doing another flood wall to keep the Boise River within its banks. We did another one out there close to the Sun Rock gravel pit. This one, what we're doing today, it's going to be 2,000 linear feet of flood wall that is designed to essentially protect the zoo from floodwaters. The reason they went with muscle wall here is for a variety of reasons. It is the most robust, reusable flood defense barrier on the market. It's extremely clean, so you fill it with water, and that keeps, it stops the flood water from coming out. And when you're done and cleaning it up, is all you have to do is pull the plugs, the water drains out, and then you can quickly go and store those units for use next year or wherever there else might be a flood event. For all of my life, I've never experienced the river getting as high as it is with as many flood problems as they're having, so it's definitely a real world event.
Well, the zoo for a number of years has had a plan in place that if we ever had to evacuate it, we would move the animals to the snow removal equipment barns located at the Boise airport. In order to implement that plan, it would take, we're guessing, about a week. We've never had to implement it, so we're guessing about a week. We have over 200 animals at the zoo, and you can imagine the logistics of not just moving the animals, but assembling pens and things like that up at the airport in order to hold them. In addition to the animals, we'd have to move all the supplies and things like that. So we're guessing best case scenario, it would take us somewhere between 5 and 7 days to implement that plan. Given what's happening with the river right now and what we've received from the Corps, is that we may only get somewhere between 18 and 24 hours notice that the river may rise. So it wouldn't give us the time to fully implement that plan. This wall has worked well so far down at the gravel pit to help protect that. And so we feel good about the fact that the same system is going in here. I don't know why it would work differently here than it does over there. Well, the cost of the wall is about $130,000, most of which is coming from a state grant that the city and county got. The cost of evacuating the zoo is two parts. One, there's the physical cost of mostly people time. We would have to be working 18, 20 hours a day, and it would go well beyond just the zoo staff. We would involve the rest of the Parks and Recreation Department. So there's also the cost of buying all the supplies, things like that. We estimate that the cost would be somewhere $500,000 to $600,000. But in addition to that, if we also had to shut the zoo down for a period of time, we lose revenue, and we're in the middle of our busy season. During the months of June, July, and August, the zoo receives more than $200,000 a month in admission revenue, so we would lose all of that in addition. So the cost of this wall, while it is not cheap, it's cheaper than moving the zoo to the airport, but also, since the city will now own it, it's an asset that can be used in the future, so it's not just a one-time use. It can be stored and reused at other points.